Hey everybody, so guess what? I actually did it. I did the one thing that all of you are thinking about. And I did the one thing that a lot of people who were raised or from the Bay have done already, which is packed their bags and moved away from that insane rent, got in our cars and drove 90 miles east to the greater Sacramento area. And in this video, I'm pulling back the curtain and showing you the 100% real, unfiltered numbers behind my move. I'm not a real estate agent trying to sell you a house right now. I'm just someone who got sick of the Bay Area grind and knew there had to be a better way. I'm going to break down the pros, the cons, and the truly shocking cost of living differences. So if you're feeling that Bay Area squeeze and wondering if life is actually better on the other side, you can't afford to miss this video or my channel in general. You guys, I am Joubert Castona. I am a local real estate advisor, but most importantly, I am a very proud girl dad. So let's cut to the chase. Let's get to the main reason why you're here. And the number one factor, which why a lot of people decide to make the move, and that's because of the money. It's the number one reason people are leaving the Bay Area, and you're about to see why it's not just a little bit more expensive, it's a completely different universe. Here's my actual real life budget side by side. Now, I am going to offer you guys the comment down below, and I will definitely send you my personal budget side by side from relocating, so stay tuned for that. The biggest one, the biggest savings that we had when making the move here is the housing. Back in the Bay Area, I'm from Marin County. We were living in Sausalito. We had a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment in Sausalito. It was a little under 1,200 square feet. When we moved to the greater Sacramento area, we got the opportunity to buy a house in El Dorado Hills, which was a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, just under 1,700 square feet that sat on a third of an acre. So we went from paying $3,800 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom to paying $3,600 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath on a quarter of an acre in El Dorado Hills. So we saved $200 to get an extra bedroom and a whole lot of space, which saves us thousands per year. And it's not just me. When you look at the median house, prices, the median home price in San Francisco can be staggering around that 1.2, 1.3 million mark. Here in the greater Sacramento area, the median price is closer to 515,000. For the price of one tiny condo in the Bay, you can literally buy a spacious modern house here in the greater Sacramento area. But it's not just the mortgage. You know, when it comes to something like groceries, they say groceries out here can save you anywhere between 10 to 15%. But I don't really see that. So I'm not going to tell you something that I honestly don't see myself, but I don't see us saving 10 to 15%. I think it's pretty congruent with the Bay Area. As far as utilities go, the utilities are definitely a little different here. Now, you might save more on housing when moving out here, but I will tell you this. Utilities are going to be somewhat the same, or they're going to be even more, because out here we deal with the summertime heat, which makes us run AC. And in the wintertime, we deal with the cold, which makes us run that heater a lot more. So utility-wise, we definitely pay either the same as the Bay, or we pay more because of the different climate change from moving to the greater Sacramento area. Now let's talk about gas prices. I feel out here in the greater Sacramento area, we have more gas stations that average less than what the Bay Area has to offer. So you're gonna get more Arcos out here. You're gonna get more Costco gas stations out here. You're gonna get more Safeway gas stations out here, because there's just a bigger need for more retail centers because of the enormous amounts of housing developments. There's just more opportunity for those cheaper gas stations out here. So you definitely do save on gas just because there's more of the cheaper gas stations out here, or the more valuable gas options out here. So when it comes to savings, you're definitely saving thousands of dollars a month when moving to the greater Sacramento area as compared to the Bay. Sorry. But by the way, if you're finding this the same breakdown useful, slap that like button right now. It tells me to keep making more videos just like this one, because you guys, on the next video, you guys are going to get the breakdown on what the cost of living is out here. So stay tuned, follow this channel, follow, subscribe, like, follow, whatever you guys do. I'll be bringing more videos, but in the next video, we're definitely going to be talking about more in detail the cost of living breakdown from the Bay and the greater Sacramento area. So stay tuned for that. So without further ado, let's start talking about the pros. Pro number one, you definitely have that more sense of relaxation out here, right? Out here, everything seems a lot slower. Everybody just seems more laid back. There seems like there's just a greater quality of life out here. And one thing that's hugely different from the Bay Area, it seems like everybody out here is really into their faith. All my groups that I'm a part of, everybody belongs to some kind of church. So I just feel like the quality of life out here is a little greater just because everybody just feels more fulfilled. They feel more like relaxed and at ease. Pro number two, the outdoors area around here are absolutely phenomenal. Outdoors is literally your new backyard. From the lakes to the rivers to the mountains to the trails, you can literally do it all. There's a huge kayaking community here, paddleboarding community. So it might not be actual the bay, but you definitely have your water sources out here to get your good water fix on. Being from the Bay Area, that was really important to me. When moving out here to the greater Sacramento area, I did not know of the different body and streams of water out here. Finding the American River, finding the Folsom Lake, Lake Natoma, Gingerson Lake. There's a lot of different sources of water out here that are just absolutely phenomenal, as well as the running, the bike trails, the walking trails. It just seems like everybody out here are a lot more active. Now, I might be biased because I really love this area. I know this is not saying that the Bay Area is not active, but it just feels like out here, there's a lot to do as far as the outdoor adventures go. Pro number three. Now, everybody just seems like they have shifted here from the Bay Area, and it seems like a lot more job opportunities are coming because of this shift. More tech companies are coming out here. A lot of the bigger hospitals are opening up more facilities, which are leading to more jobs. Hospitals like UC Davis, Sutter, and Kaiser are always building something new. And as I mentioned, Bay Area tech companies are starting to slowly come out here because of the increase in volume of people moving from the Bay Area to this greater Sacramento area. Pro number four, you're in the middle of everything. You're literally in the heart of everything. You got an hour and a half to the Bay. You got an hour and a half to Tahoe. You got an hour and a half to the Central Valley. Wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, east, west, north, or south, you can find something within an hour and a half. No doubt about that. You are in the heart of everything being in this greater Sacramento area. So, while there's pros, there definitely has to be cons. So let's start talking about the cons. And when I say cons, these are more so like things just to get you turning on what to expect when you move here. Okay, so I wouldn't say there should be like no-brainer reasons why you shouldn't move here, but definitely stuff to pay attention to. So con number one is definitely the heat. The heat here could be borderline disrespectful for a lot of people coming here from the Bay Area. We are so used to that coastal bay breeze. When you move out here, you're gonna get a lot more dry heat and it lasts longer, right? When it gets hotter in the Bay, what do? At nighttime, when it rolls past 6 o'clock, we're able to open up that window and get a cool breeze either from wherever, the Delta, the coast, the Bay. We usually have some sense of relief from the heat when it gets hotter in the Bay because we have more water sources that leads to more breeze. Out here, you might every once in a while get that good Delta breeze, which you literally hold on to whenever you can because you really don't get the breeze sources here when it comes to the hotter seasons. But it definitely is something that you get used to, I must say. The heat, you definitely get acclimated to, so it turns out actually being not too bad, especially because AC is literally everywhere. Con number two. Con number two is if you move here and you have to commute to the Bay Area, that is absolutely atrocious. Trust me, I tried it. I give so much respect and love for everybody who is a super commuter because you guys are the real MVPs. The people who get up early, make that commute down 80 every single day to get to their jobs in the Bay. I have nothing but love and respect for you, but it absolutely burned me out. So con number two, I will say, is the commute if you have to venture to the Bay Area. in order to get back to work. If you don't have to venture back to the Bay, then that's really not a con for you. I figured out right away that I had to cut that loss real quick because I burned out within the first 3 months. Con number 3, you definitely need a car. So pretty much just like the Bay too, unless you're living in San Francisco or some parts of the East Bay. But if you're living out here, you definitely need a car. The transportation systems aren't as good as the Bay Area, but I will say if you are somebody who has a job in downtown or anywhere like that, they definitely have a light rail service that brings you from the greater Sacramento area to downtown and vice versa and back home. They definitely have bus systems that bring you to more downtown areas, to places where you have to go. But as far as getting through those like side streets and everything, like some public transportation in the Bay Area, we don't have that out here. So you definitely have to have a car. Con number 4, quite frankly, is just simply not the Bay. If you're somebody who you've left the Bay multiple times and you find that the Bay is just where you need to be, then I'm not going to sugarcoat this area one bit, because it's definitely not the Bay. Now, although I really love it and I got acclimated pretty quickly and I will truly never go back, I know some really, really, really hard Bay people who literally the Bay is a non-negotiable. They would never move anywhere. And if that is you, don't even try moving up here, because you're going to be disappointed, because I get it. You are that Bay. I'm that Bay too, but there was different non-negotiables to me that up here meant. And one of them was just having the different water sources out here that you have access to, like the river or the lakes. And then also just the raw energy up here. The people being absolutely amazing. Everybody's welcoming, and you just have the younger families up here that are thriving because the affordability is that much greater here. A lot of people own houses. A lot of people are doing things just more positive. A lot of people are more faith-based as well. So it just seems like the quality of life is greater here just because of the affordability first and foremost. So after all that, was moving from the Bay Area to Sacramento worth it? I will say this again and again and again, 1000% yes. You guys, my next video, I'm going to be breaking down the cost of living. I'm so sorry. Pardon all my language. I got new Invisaligns in, so please excuse my language. But my next video, I will be breaking down cost of living. Subscribe, like to my channel. I am looking to run and operate the #1 relocation YouTube channel here for all my Bay Area people moving to the greater Sacramento area. So I'm going to be bringing nonstop value to you guys. Once again, like, subscribe, follow your boy. If you have any questions, message in the comment or book a call with me today. Over and out.